Hello Aquarius, how are my seekers doing? Welcome to the Existential Shift. My name is Morgane. If you're new, thank you for joining us. So, August. I'm going to use the Steampunk Tarot. And let's get to this. Alright. So I'm focusing on the energies of my collective Aquarians that are watching me now. What are the best, most accurate messages that I can give to my Aquarius? Almost. Aquarian Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, intuitively guided, cross watchers. This is for August, but if you feel inclined to watch it at a different time and it strikes resonancy, then don't deny it because of the date. Right? Energy is fluid. Whenever you're drawn for this, there's something in it for you. Okay. I'm getting that someone is asking, well, if it's for a collective, then how can it speak to me? Maybe it's just psychological that, because so many people resonate with this, so maybe it's just psychological that, we try to impose. If it's not your narrative, it's pretty hard to impose. That's to impose it on yourself. You gotta really wanna try hard. Second of all, I try really hard and I put an emphasis on guidance in spiritual matters, like give spiritual knowledge and energy work. So you get something out of all my videos, and there are things that are just relevant to any human that is going through any sort of process, that can always help. If not today, then you can use some of my tools that I'm giving at a different time. That's another thing. And then finally, when it comes to the actual narrative, let's say it strikes a real chord and you're like, oh my God, this is for me. Yes, this is for you and for the other person who feels the same. This is like, I like to look at it as like going to the movie theaters, and you watch a movie and there's a lot of people there sitting with you in that movie theater, watching the same movie. But every single person will take something different from that movie, a different message, a different resonance. Something else will strike their heart or their mind or their inspiration, or one person will laugh more and the other will cry more. It really all depends on where the one same movie touches each and every single individual, and we are all connected in one human web. We're different streams for the same source. Okay? So we find our connection to the same ocean, but from a different perspective, from a different place in our life, from a different position. And one person will have this narrative, relate to a friend of them. The other will be a romantic partner, and the other will be their coworker, or the other will be in relation to themselves. That doesn't mean it's wrong. It can all be right. Okay? So if you're drawn to this for any reason, it doesn't matter if you watch all of my videos or just one every now and then, you hear exactly what you need to hear. I was about to say Scorpio, but Aqua. Maybe there are Scorpios who are watching. Okay, or someone with strong Scorpio placements. I don't know. Okay? I was shuffling and waiting for the cards. They just didn't come up. I guess it's a message that needed to be conveyed. I that I really sensed someone asking that. Okay. Are we ready for the reading, or is there anything else I need to say to my Aquarius? I'll wait. You seem to not want to talk. Okay. Now you want to talk. Now that I say you don't want to talk, you want to talk. 10 of Wands. So there's a sense of leaving something behind and walking away from something burdening, burdensome, that you feel has taken from you more than it has given to you for some reason. And feel free to reverse the roles, by the way. So there's a lot of tarot cards hiding in this deck in the Steampunk Tarot. There's different cards that have, that you'll see tarot, like the Ten of Pentacles, for example. We see a gypsy in here. She's like throwing them on the floor and moving on with her backpack. And this strikes a really strong chord with me, because there was a time in my life that I was very gypsy-like. I had nothing but a backpack on me that carried all my belongings, and I made a living off of tarot a little bit. And here it's like walking away from something like that, where she drops the cards, she drops the tarot. It's like the tarot is a way of life. The 78 cards represents the 78 aspects of the human condition. Give me 1 second. I want to close the window because there's noise outside. Okay. So, the 78 cards represent the 78 aspects of the human condition that we all have. We are all sometimes stubborn, sometimes kind, sometimes fun, sometimes heavy. It all depends on the and how each of it and every single one of us feeds certain aspects. Some of us feed into more into certain aspects, some of us feed more into other aspects, and thus creating a self. This is who I am, this is what I am, this is what I do in this situation, this is how I respond in that situation, and so on. And here, it's like this character feels like she doesn't have room for that anymore. It's like, I don't want to be all these things. It's like, I don't want to be all these different pieces of a puzzle that is supposed to make sense of who and what I am. I just want to follow my inner light. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are like, I don't want to listen to tarot anymore. I don't want to listen to astrology anymore. I don't want to listen to readers online anymore. Just kidding. You know, do whatever works for you. But it's like you just want to follow this spark of the heart, you know, your inner compass, your intuition, and just walk into the unknown without knowing. Right? What is tarot? It's trying to know. It's trying to grasp energy and the future, and it's not what they really do. You know, when you learn tarot, you learn the hard way eventually that that's not what they're really supposed to do. You start off seeking for that, seeking for answers, and you know you understand tarot and that you've reached a certain level of understanding of the tarot, the path of tarot, when you stop asking questions for yourself. When you want to have the tarot inside of you. And you do. We all do. So why am I doing this? First of all, I'm doing this for you guys. Second of all, the way I'm reading is not about who you're going to meet tomorrow and how much money you're going to make next month and so on. I'm teaching you how to break out of that mechanism. I'm using the mechanism to teach you how to break out of the mechanism. But you can't master a mechanism, thus breaking out of it, without really learning and knowing it. When you truly know thyself, that's when you can completely break out of the notion of self. You know, only with Aquarius I'll talk like that. Aquarius, maybe a Pisces. You guys are like, other people will look at me like, going, what? And you're like, let's see more into August, please. See, right now I'm tapping into the current energies of the collective that is watching me, because that's how energy works. You are drawn to what you need to hear and to what you resonate with. It's just how nature works. And I'm getting the messages that are most relevant for now. And it can speak to 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks from now. Why? Because it's very close with the energy. If the snowball begins to roll now, we can assume by the laws of physics and gravity, 7 of Pentacles, that in X amount of time, it will reach Y size and hit the tree in Z speed. Math. Is it a prediction? Yes. Is it math? Yes. Is it spirituality? Yes. Is it science? Yes. 10 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles. While someone is dropping the counting, the other person is counting. One person just wants to live from the heart and the other person counts. You know, like when we count how many times this person gave us, so we figure out how many times we need to give back. Or when we count what they did wrong, so we count how many days we need to remember it for. So one person is just dropping it. I'm just looking for some light. I don't care about what's right, what's wrong, about whose job it is to do what, about the principles, about the ideologies. I care about one value. I care about my heart, and I just want to feel something real. And 7 of Pentacles is counting. Which one is you? Can you count light? Can you count love? Is there quantity? Is there a limit? Is there conditions? Is there principles? Love is God. Can you count God? Well, we try with religion, but we're starting to break out of that mindset and understand that certain things we can't grasp. We just need to live and feel and stop with the goddamn counting. With my ex, I used to see them every other day, and it ended up like this and like that. So with this person, I've got to see them only once in maybe 2, 3, 4 weeks, because that way it will be a different equation than that time. Except that even if you stand in the same spot in the river, it is never the same thing. King of Cups. Another individual that follows their emotion. This is a combination, and because they're similar as well in their appearance, and I'm saying it, it's more like an intuitive reading that I'm giving right now. It's counting how much love they are giving, they're willing to give. And it's you see this masculine energy, you know, was trying to quantify the love or the giving, and you see this feminine energy dropping the cards and just walking like If light comes, I'll follow it. And that's it. I won't count. I won't think. I won't condition. I won't revenge. I won't punish. Are you punishing someone, Aquarius? When you don't get what you want, the way you want it, and maybe someone is doing that to you. We don't know. I'm saying what I'm getting, right? And you take it and place it as you need to. But someone is punishing someone. I'm getting it really strong, and it's from the cards, and it's channeled, and it's like it's intuitive. This King of Cups is, you know, by tradition tarot, it's a very soft character. It's a very loving, nourishing, like best friend kind of character that, you know, is a good ear and a good listener. But I'm getting a very stiff vibe of this character in connection to the Seven of Pentacles. It's like they're seeing this character here. I'm sorry, let me fix this. Like, it's almost like making a checklist. Like, it's almost like she's seeing through this screen of practical. I'm getting someone making like a checklist of either qualities or characteristics of someone. Are they worth my emotional giving? Now, of course, behavior like that always comes from pain. You know, you've given before and it was either used or abused or, you know, misunderstood or not honored. We all have. But, you know, I used to work selling oil paintings door to door in Europe. First time I did it was in winter, European winter. And I come from a warm climate. And I would work in the snow hours every day. That was, today they do it like 6 hours a day. Back then, we did it like 10, 12 hours a day. It was slave work, yeah. I wasn't not really a slave, but it was very, very hard work. And I did it by choice. No one like forced me or anything, just, you know, clarify. But walking in the snow 10, 12 hours a day, knocking on doors, having them slam it in your face, most of them. An average of 2, 3 doors maybe would open their home to you and have you come in and show them the painting and explain them about the art. And 1 or 2 would buy, hopefully, and that would be enough for the day. That's basically, sales-wise, all you needed. But it's much more complicated than that, because the amount of door being slammed in your face in the cold for hours on hours and in a foreign language. My first time was in Germany. I did not know German. Deutsch. Now I know a little bit because of that, but most of the work was deep psychology and emotional, spiritual work. To have every door be your first door. Like you had no doors slammed in your face before that one. It doesn't matter, you had 70 doors slammed in your face for 9 hours before that. All you need is one door that when it opens itself, when you knock on it and when you smile and you give it your all, it opens and invites you in. But would it open and invite you in if you put on a face of someone that had their door slammed in their face for 70 times that day? Every door I knocked on for every day for a good few months was the first door. Every love, no matter how many times you got hurt, and hey, easier said than done, I know, but let it be your first, like a teenager falling in love. And if it ends up being slammed in your face or maybe politely closed, next door. And the next door. And the next door. Until one of these times one of these doors becomes your home. One day, you'll knock on the door of your home, Aqua. Smile. Present your art and your craft. I told stories about every single painting. And people would buy the memory and the story, not as much as the painting itself. It's not about the checklist of the human. It's about the energy and the story. Drop your counts. Follow this little light. And now 21 minutes into this reading, let's go into August. Knight of Pentacles. Good. A slow yet tangible offer. Opportunity. I don't know what it is yet, but I'll keep looking. Keep looking. August. Aquarius. Okay. 2 cards fell. I have, after the Knight of Pentacles, I have Page of Swords and 3 of Cups. Okay, there's a whole lot of talking with a whole lot of people and a whole lot of mingling and a whole lot of schmingling and being very social. So there's that. Page of Swords with 3 of Cups, especially in this deck where you see a guy between 2 women, can be someone who's like, you know, dating a few and making lists of who is what and how. I don't judge my seekers, I just read. Let's see further into this. But it's a fun energy. It's a celebratory energy. Someone is just going out, having fun, communicating, expanding their social cycles. Ace of Pentacles. So from the Knight of Pentacles, it goes to the Ace of Pentacles. So whatever this offer, opportunity, situation is, it is progressed into something tangible. So it's an Knights are an opportunity that needs to be taken, an action needs to be made, and then it becomes an ace. So because I have an ace here, if it's financial, it's looking good. If you're planning on making some sort of an investment or an endeavor, or you're hoping for an opportunity to come in and you're doing everything that you need to do in order to maximize your chances, then it looks good. It looks really good. Also, Knights trigger Kings into being active. King of Cups, when he's active, I'll say it as the cards will unfold. And also the Page is being activated into a King. Okay. There's growth, like maturity in this coming month, like going from, you know, from a passive king to an active king, from a knight to a king, from a page to a knight. It's like going up the status or the level. Now this could be literal in work, for example. This could be a relationship progressing. This could be promotion. Well, I said that. This could be within your own self, with your knowledge and your own maturity. It can be leveling up. This could be all of the above. Show me more, please, for Aquarius for August. The Devil. I don't like this energy. I'll be honest with you guys. Page of Swords, 3 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and the Devil. It's a greedy energy. I'm not saying that it's you. I don't know. I'm just expressing what I'm seeing, and you place it, okay? There's a greedy energy. that wants things the way they want it. Like, so this could be greed of money, but this could be greed of partners or women or men, or, you know, playing games. Page of Swords and the Devil, it's very manipulative energy. It's also gossip. It's also deception. It's playing mind tricks on someone. It's like I think I have two different energies on the table, because this Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, I like this energy. It's you know, simple, not simpleton, but like authentic and clean and clear. And then this Page of Swords, Devil kind of vibe here. It's more, it makes me itch, I'll be honest. I don't know if it's two different people in your life. I don't know if one of them is you and the other is someone that you're dealing with or in your life. This could also be pursuing money in the wrong way. I'm getting like in like deceptive way, you know. It's not stealing per se. It's like cheating the system kind of thing. Now, because I don't know the story, I don't want to judge. Okay, maybe, you know, truth is very complex and it's never black and white. But there's something about deception here, or about playing certain games. It's like knowing the loopholes of a law or of a situation, and then managing to win or obtain something because of that, whereas someone else might have not been able to achieve that in the same situation because they couldn't manipulate the system in that way. Maybe you just have a really good lawyer that knows what they're doing. Or be careful from someone taking advantage of you. This is not an emotional taken advantage of. This is financial. Could be someone that you're working with, or someone that represents you in a way. Look, this is very specific, and I don't want to get you all paranoid, you and your conspiracy theory head, but like, if that option comes to you, just be more mindful and careful, that's all. But don't search for it where it doesn't exist. I don't want to get you all paranoid and scared. And let's see further. Let's see what this is about and how it's developing. For my amazing Aquas for August, okay? Wow, the Wheel of Fortune. Someone is making some sort of move. There's like this very out of the box, brave kind of move that might really change their situation in life. Could be financial, it could be romantic. I don't know what it is. You guys are so whack. I never know what to expect from Aquarians. I'm saying love. So this could be so many things. I would love to hear, comment if this is something that there's something else coming up. Selfish manifestation. What do I mean by that? Love spells. Okay. Trying to manipulate the energy with maybe witchcraft or magic to win something. It's meddling with the natural course of, you know, the energies of karma, of the expansion of our frequency right now. Gaia is moving from 3rd dimension to 5th dimension, and there's a lot of forces involved. It's a very intense transition energetically. I really have been feeling a lot of things in the past month. It's eclipse season, and I'm Cancer rising, so it's Cancer season. It's like there's a lot going on. So I'm getting someone that might be this is difficult. Okay. I'm going to give an analogy, and it's not easy. You know how people can sometimes become really wealthy in times of war? For example, like Like they don't do anything illegal. They understand the situation, the time, the tides. It's prospering on distraught or on suffering of others. And again, it's not that they cause the suffering or anything like that. So it's not like a blame thing, but it's also not a pure loving. It's like somewhere in a gray area, that you profit from. So I'm getting something like this, similar, only with the energies, like someone aware of the strong energies around them in a way, and taking these energies and kind of molding them into getting what they want. So it's like it's like a selfish manifestation. It's not a manifestation that is connected to the higher self. It is a manifestation that comes from our shadows. Now, I'm a very big advocate for shadow work, for speaking to the devil inside of us, for our own, speaking to our fears and demons and darker energies, and transmuting them into light, from a place of working and healing them with them, but not joining them and succumbing to them and abusing them to get something. I don't know who this is that is doing this, Aqua. I don't know who I'm talking to. This could be you. This could be someone else in your life, but it's something to consider. So there is kind of, and it's working. But for how long? So is someone doing this around you or with you, Aquarius? I'm getting a vibe here that, see, the thing with karma is a witch. You don't have to do anything. If someone messing with like spells or, doing energy work to get you back or to control you in a way to like, free will is a big thing. So it can, and I know from experience because I had people do that on me. I suffered from a lot of like psychic attacks or like spell work, from angry exes to jealous women, the works. It can affect you temporarily. It can derail you, but you will always be put back on track, stronger and better, because energy will compensate you. There's cosmic justice when it comes to energy, okay? And when it comes to the person who does that, they also get their share. If you want to talk, for example, if it's love spells, that you can't, as I said, love is God. You cannot manipulate the purest thing that exists. You can't. So if you try, it might derail someone towards you for a little bit, but then they're like, who is this person? What am I doing here with this? And they'll lead right back on their track. But you have put your energy onto something that is controlling. That energy was taken away from you, and you gave it free will. That energy is lost because the universe will use that energy to somehow compensate the person that it was done to. If you're a beginner witch or warlock, I love you and welcome to the world. But I do not recommend doing things like that. Nothing that control another soul. Queen of Cups in the reverse. This could be someone in your life, Aquarius. It really doesn't have to be you. Don't think I'm shading you. The reason I'm saying I don't know who it is because, Queen of Cups in the reverse, right under the King of Cups. Ooh. Someone is in... This in the upright is very intuitive, healing, charismatic, magical, somewhat like giving, nourishing, sexy, Queen of Cups kind of thing. In the reverse, very attached emotionally manipulative. Can also be dabbling with like negative energy work that comes from will to control and inability to let go. If you have a woman like that in your life, Aquarius, that you think might be trying to, now it can be a masculine, it could be a feminine, this could be an ex-partner that won't let go, this could be a friend, this could be a family member, this could be a co-worker, this could be, you can't imagine the things that I found out, the people that have done certain things, that try to do certain things with me. I would be like, what? I didn't even like imagine that they would. So it could be all kinds of things, but if you can think of someone, and I really don't want to freak you out, it's just with the devil here and the 3 of Cups and the whole, it's someone that not only won't let go, they're doing more than 3D things. There might be like trying to control your energy from afar. Might be wishing you harm. Might be this doesn't have to be conscious. This doesn't have to be like with clear ill intent. This could be just their energy that is so this could be someone that is in so much pain, that was so hurt or something like that, that they're just really wishing you ill, or to feel that someone will do to you what you did to them, or you know, like when you wish something really deeply from the heart or for a really long time, all the time, then it can manifest as energy. It can hurt you. Okay. I normally don't do this, but here's the advice. Black Obsidian, Black Tourmaline, Malachite. And this is something that I've seen on YouTube on a video. I don't remember the girl's name. Oh, I'm sorry. I wish I could give her credit, but you know, I saw it and I tried it and I loved it. And I'm an energy practitioner. I'm a Reiki practitioner, so it worked. Even if you don't feel like this might speak to you, and you feel like no one could possibly wish you anything, or try to energetically coerce you into being with them or something crazy like that, sit down in a meditative vibe and feel your auric field. Start from the back of your neck and just, you know, you can do 2 hands, 1 hand, whatever feels comfortable, and just have it, you know, go over your head. Now there starts the crown chakra, and here we have the 3rd eye chakra, throat chakra, heart chakra, solar plexus, sacral, and root chakra. Okay, great. So as you do this, I want you to breathe in, breathe out deep. Just focus your energy. Just kind of be loose. And let your hands guide you. So if you feel suddenly, let's say you go all the way and it's smooth, whatever, and suddenly you stop. If the hands won't move, and there will be like, it could be in any of the chakras, it could be in any place. Every time you go and it stops, it means that there's a cord, a string, an energetic string that is holding you back. Don't cut it. We don't know what this is, right? You're not expected to cognitively understand what it is. What you do, let's say it's in the heart chakra, I ask to release any cords or strings that are blocking my, in this case, heart chakra, and are controlling me in a low frequency. I release it with light and love, and just do like this movement, right? Free will is a huge thing. If you do something like that, even if there's something that has a hold on you, and this can be you holding on to someone else, by the way, thinking that you're all done with it, but you're still angry, right? You're done with them, you don't love them at all, but you still hold that the anger and that resentment, and you take it out on your new person, whatever. So this is yours to release as well. You don't really have to know. That's the thing. That's the fun part. Just trust light and energy to do it in the most benevolent way for you. And you can ask your guides, your angels, your higher self, please help me do this to the benefit of my higher self, to my highest benefit. With light and love, I release any cords and attachments that block my chakra. If you don't know which chakra is what, it's okay. This chakra or this location or this position. Energy knows. Okay, you don't have to have the cognitive knowledge. Please do so, Aqua. The sensation of relief that comes from that, and you can, if you do it every day, you know, do it once a week, whenever you feel like you need to. Yeah, that's my recommendation. If this might be something that that is around you, or is affecting you, but there is an emotional, jealous, controlling energy around. This could be a sister, a family member. It could be so many things. Now, when you do that, it's not like you're getting rid of that person forever and ever. It's not, you're not hurting them. You're just untangling their control, their energetic grasp. That's it. No one gets hurt. It's just, it helps you release yourself from it, free yourself from it, and protects your auric field, your auric, your energy. Oh, the moon card. Wow. Okay, some of you are literally dabbling with a lot of energy work. You're going into dark spaces. I might be tapping into some really interesting aquas out there. Or you're just in a lot of emotional, and it could be around someone around you. Again, there's emotional distraught and confusion, and feeling like your intuition is, I mean, there's a lot of intuition and psychic things going on here. Okay, all right. I'm getting someone that confuses their psychological fears with their intuition. Okay. Fear and intuition sit in the same place. Sometimes it's hard to differentiate. Many times, it's one of the biggest challenges, differentiating between wishful thinking and intuition, between fear and intuition. Just ask. Is what I'm feeling right now fear-based and ego-based, or is what I'm feeling right now true intuition? Breathe in and the answer will come to you. And here's another way of detecting. Intuition is very quiet, silent, and quick. It's like an immediate certainty of something. And there's no doubts, and there's no emotional turmoil out of it. It's clear. Psychological gunk and fear and projection and all that, and triggers, that comes with a lot of distraught. Okay? Now, sometimes if you're intuitively are tapping into something really unpleasant, then you'll feel distraught by it as well, but it will be clear and sharp. It won't be an emotional, sensational, drowny kind of thing. It'll be, okay? But if you're not sure, breathe in and ask. When we ask the questions, answers always come. We just don't know how they'll come, when they'll come, and if we're going to like the answer. So, this has been intense. 45 minutes. Oh my God. We still have an I Ching to do and an extended to do. I'll do it. Yeah, of course. Anything else I need to tell my aquas for August? Several things. Two of Swords, Knight of Wands, and Five of Cups. I'm getting someone who's trying to see this guy like laying on the bar, drunk and sad. I'm getting someone who's really trying to reach someone who's really dwelling in a lot of confusion and pessimism, possibly depression. This could very much so be someone who's suffering from depression or emotional instability. And this could be the partner that is trying to be there for them. No, you know what I'm getting? I'm actually getting that this guy here is going from counting and being all in their, I don't know, ego, whatchamacallit, to having a lot of things kind of changing. Wheel of Fortune and all that. It's very interesting energy. And then they're like, and then they go into, okay, whoever tries to mind game, emotionally manipulate, it's gonna backfire in their face in some way. And they're gonna go into like a sensation of emotional distraught and confusion and regret. This is not a fun vibe. But here I have an energy that is coming across really level-headed and balanced and clear and active, that is trying, like, it came like this, right? And they're kind of similar, these two here. And she's approaching this guy, like, you see this Three of Cups dropped, and he's like, and she's approaching him with two standing full cups, trying to, you know, cheer him up, have him look at like the positive and what's still left. I'm getting that this is the same energy, trying to kind of uplift this person, but I don't know, it came out at the end of the reading. I don't know if they're going to see it or not, or if they're going to respond to it or not. I will go into this in the extended to check, and we'll have a Celtic cross that will show us more in accuracy, and we'll position things in, you know, in a way that we can see who's what and all that. Okay, and the link to that will be below. I'm giving you, I'm not going to leave you like that in case you're not following me to the extent. I'm going to give you a message from the I Ching, and don't worry, okay? I feel like I've given you a lot of tools, energetic tools in this reading. This has been important. Okay, so, yes, you can look at the cards, of course. And below in the description box, other than, of course, the extended that I'll do now, you also have a way to book a private reading with me. It's the existentialshift.as.me, and it just leads you to my calendar, and you just book a time and a day. Super easy. And there's also a link to Tarot Masterclass if you want to learn. You know, I created an entire Akashic Library type of thing for tarot. It's 90 classes online. You can either choose a few of them or download them all. It's up to you, or stream them all. If you want to learn tarot, how to be a tarotchi with me. And what else? 2019 Ministers of Magic. It's the yearly extended. It's also still up. We have 5 more months to go. And it's also a little less than half price now because of that. And I think that's it. You can join me on Instagram. It's the Existential Shift. I'd love to see you there. And I'm just shuffling, waiting for the I Ching to drop a message for you guys. Message for Aquarius, please, for August. There's grief here. There's someone has experienced a loss. Maybe I'm tapping into a different energy. Someone feels like they didn't see something, ignored something, weren't aware of something, were blinded by a lot of other emotional things and situations, and they're going to feel it. I think it's this character right here that is like, look at me and all the attention. I don't know. It's very, it's not all of you, of course, just for those who know what this is. There's a lot of like, there's all kinds of storylines coming up. I sure hope this is not you, Aqua. It's not a fun energy, but this could be someone who's just, you know what this also could be? I'm sorry, it's also coming up and I want to express. This could be someone who's trying really, really hard to be on top of their game, on top of their emotions, on top of their finances, on top of their social situations, and they feel like they're doing a good job, a good work, but then they might either have a difficulty come around, a surprise difficulty that comes around that doesn't allow them to stay on that good course, and that, you know, sidetracks them. But as I said, maybe this is a person that is affected by this Queen of Cups in reverse, right? As I said, even if they're sidetracked, even if you're sidetracked because of whatever this is, energy will help you get back on course, but you need to help it back. You need to help it help you, kind of thing. Okay, so each of you know how it speaks to you. Okay, I Ching for Aquarius, please. I Ching for my Aquarians. Message for August. Aquarius. Oh, and did I say all the stones you can carry? Black Tourmaline, black Obsidian, Malachite, very protective stones, very grounding stones. Really help to absorb negative energies, especially the black Obsidian and the Tourmaline. Number 3. Let's read. Okay. Difficulty at the beginning. Above water, below thunder. Water over thunder. The storm relieves tension. Great. Thunderclouds release rain that eases tension caused by chaos or confusion. As a new undertaking begins, it sometimes takes a release of pent-up stress to push on to the next step. Thunder can't hold water above it. The rain must fall. In the storm's aftermath, new clarity will emerge. Beautiful, and this really gives us really clear guidance to how to handle this. I don't care that it's 53 minutes. We'll just give you a really long reading. Emotional tension and distraught, pain, sadness, fear, anxiety, all these things that you Aquarians really like to not feel. When you don't feel them, when you don't grieve, when you don't pain, when you don't express, when you don't talk, when you don't cry, it goes into your neurological system. Your body suffers because energy needs an outlet. You can't suppress it. If you won't let it out in a healthy way, in the way it wants to come out, in the way it needs to come out, it will find other ways. It will wreak havoc inside of you. Havoc, whatever. Let it out. Talk, feel, address, do the shadow work, grieve, cry, talk, show, talk to a friend you trust. Admit to yourself, Heroes cry. It's a human thing. You're not a machine. If you're scared, talk to someone, express it. Maybe they'll have a good advice for you. Make sure it's not this Queen of Cups in reverse, though. Not someone who's going to take advantage of your pain in order to, I don't know, someone that you trust to not, oh, but you're like, oh, I don't trust anybody. Everything is a conspiracy theory. Just kidding. I'm sorry I had to. You know what I mean? Like, start with yourself. Start with admitting to yourself that you're going through something, that you're feeling something. But don't hide in the room. Don't be like an injured animal that goes to the woods and hides. Communicate from the heart, okay? From this light. Okay, Aquarius, I'll see you guys in a second in the extended. Thank you for such an intense reading. I love you guys more than you probably know. Have a wonderful August. And that's it. Oh, watch your other placements and all that jazz.